Today we're going to talk about one fabric that is one of the most versatile there are and really easy to work with, which is poplin. If you're new around here, my name's Irene and I like sewing about anything, decor, clothes, accessories, thematic sewing for festivities. So if you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, it's free and that way you don't miss anything. So poplin is a plain width fabric, and what that means is that the threads are quite tight together, and that gives us this look. It's not stiff, but it stays, it keeps the shape, and it's not see-through either, but it's really soft and versatile. And the name poplin is because of Pope, because in the 15th century they used to make this fabric for the Pope in Avignon in France, and well, in that case it would be more luxurious fabrics. But now you can find it especially in cotton. And I'm sure you've had a skirt or a shirt or even bedding that was made of poplin, because it can be used for anything almost. And because it is firm but not stiff, it's quite easy for beginners to work with, because you're going to have no problems at all while cutting or sewing. It also has a smooth surface, which gives your garments and your projects a really crisp finish. And of course, if it's cotton, it's quite breathable, so you won't be boiling hot in them. And apart from that, it's quite durable. You can wash it many times and it will be as good as new. But if it's cotton, it's true that it's going to wrinkle a little bit, but it doesn't wrinkle like linen will do, that you press it and it's still wrinkly. It's going to iron just fine. And what can we do with it? What uses does it have? It's of course ideal for clothing, because you can make skirts. I've made dresses, shirts, summer tops, and it's ideal because it keeps the shape and it's quite durable and it's fresh. It's not hot at all. So it's ideal for that. Of course, for your home, it's really good as well. You can make cushions, you can make placemats, you can make tablecloths, and even curtains, light curtains you can make with it. And of course, if you like patchwork, this is ideal because you can cut all your little pieces without them losing their shape, without being difficult. So it's ideal for that. And all these creative little projects like handbags. I made a bag with the Elton fabric, which is amazing. And then you can make also little pouch bags or even purses as well. And how do we work with this fabric? Of course, we're going to wash it and iron it first. Wash it just in case it shrinks a little bit, and iron it so we don't cut wrinkly patterns. We need our patterns to be nice and smooth. And then we're going to sew it with a thin needle. It's not thick fabric, but it's quite tight, so we need a thin needle, a 70-10 for example, so the needle goes between the threads and it doesn't break them, because if not it'll look messy. And then with a cotton thread or a polyester one, it'll be fine with a narrow stitch. We don't need the longer one, so a bit of a tighter seam will be nicer. And of course, we're going to end up pressing our seams so it looks nice and neat. And because it is a stiffer fabric, it's better, so they settle down, so our seams are flat. The only problem you might have is that it frays a little bit. So when you're going to do your hemming, it should be a double hem, and then inside the inner seams, if you don't do a French seam, you should serge if you have a serger, or just zigzag stitch all around it. And how do we take care of our project once it's finished? It can be a garment or a cushion. I wash everything at home in the washing machine in cold water, and then I hang it up on the roof under the Canarian sunshine. So everything is fine, don't worry. The only thing is that if I make something out of this material, I make sure that it's inside out, so it doesn't fade in the sunshine or when I press it. But if you hang it out in the sunshine, it's going to get a bit dry in an hour, so it doesn't have time to fade either. And but the iron, it is good to always do it inside out. And how do we know if a poplin is a good quality one or not? Of course, how soft it is and the shine of it. If it's shiny and soft, it's going to be good quality. And how see-through it is. If it's not see-through, if you can see that the threads are all looking the same and it's not more see-through on one side and the other, it's going to be good quality. And of course, the wrinkly method. If it wrinkles, it's going to be less quality. But the problem is that if we've already fallen in love with the pattern, with the print, it doesn't matter how good quality or bad quality it is, because we're going to get it anyways, aren't we? Well, I'm sure you've done a million projects with poplin. Let me know down in the comments which has been your favorite. If it's been patchwork, if it's been an accessory, something for the kitchen, like a placemat, a table runner, or mittens as well, maybe kitchen mittens. And let me know if you're going to make something out of it for Christmas. I already have my Christmas fabrics ready, so let me know what your plans are, and don't forget to subscribe, like, hype, everything. I'll see you around. Bye.